Welcome back to Reliving Retro. This is Season 2 recap.
Yeah, it is.
We are going to be ranking the 12 games that we played in Season 2, including the 3 Patreon games. If you want your game played on Reliving Retro, go ahead and join our Patreon. The link is in the description below. It's $5 a month to support us. It's basically like buying Yaiser and Rigney.
That's it.
One Yingling.
Just
right?
one.
Those cost $5 each, right?
At a bar, probably.
True, at a bar, not at the store.
No, not at the store.
By the way, guys, if you go out to the bars, don't. Just go to the beer store and buy the beers.
Yeah, drink at home.
Yeah.
Safer.
It's definitely safer. And it's way cheaper.
Yeah.
But you didn't come here for drinking advice. You came here to find out which game was our favorite in Season 2. Right?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So, just a quick preface, right? Like, I think this is how we did it last time. Kind of like, as of right now, the games that we wanted to go back and play the most is probably the highest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think that's fair. Something like that.
Yeah,
We're able to
right.
kind of describe it however we'd like.
Yeah.
Right. But we played 12 pretty amazing games in Season 2.
Yeah.
Quick rundown of what they are. I almost read my list in order. That would have been a spoiler. Quick rundown. We played Legend of Zelda Link to the Past, Resident Evil 3 Nemesis, Super Mario Land 2, Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist of the Roses, Silent Hill, TMNT 4, Turtles in Time, SSX Tricky, Road Trip Adventure, Columns 3, Turok, Bully, and Bart versus the Space Mutants. So we're going to go back and forth. We'll each start with our number 12 and work our way up from there.
All right.
I do have predictions for your list. So I think I'm going to give you my prediction for your number 12.
Okay.
And then I'll hear what it is. All right?
Yeah, I'll tell you if you're right or not.
I think, my opinion, I think that your number 12 is Bart versus the Space Mutants.
Yeah, your opinion about my opinion is correct.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and put a yes next to that one because I got it right.
Yeah. It was the worst one, I think.
Yeah. You know what's weird is I agree that it might have been the worst one, but it wasn't the game that I wanted to go back and play the least.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I had the idea that I would go back and play that one over maybe 1 or 2 or 3 others.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So Yaiser's number 12 is Bart versus the Space Mutants, and my number 12 is Columns 3.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I would never go back and play that again on single player.
Yeah, but
if
two
you
players
wanted to
not bad.
fire it up in a 2-player, I would do that with you.
Yeah. I mean I get that. Because it wasn't bad.
No.
But I didn't feel any sort of need to go back and play Columns 3 to like beat it. And I felt like we already did the 2-player thing. I did feel some sort of want to go back and play Bart versus the Space Mutants.
Really?
Yeah, because I looked up some gameplay afterwards and I was like, you know what? This looks like it could be a pretty fun game to try and speedrun.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like once you find out how to get rid of all the purple things in the first level, like I feel like that would be kind of fun to like run through there real quick and like that kind of thing.
It could be.
If you had the time to like learn it.
Right.
Anyway, that's why I didn't put it as my number 12.
All right, that's fair.
What's your number 11?
My number 11?
Yeah.
You want to tell me your guess?
Oh yeah, I forgot I was doing that. My guess for your number 11 is Columns 3.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nailing it so far.
Oh,
2
God,
for 2.
Maybe he's going to get them all.
2 for 2.
Okay.
My number 11 is not Columns 3. My number 11 is Turok.
Okay.
Yeah. I feel like that kind of makes sense, right? It's like it's down there.
Yeah, it's down there.
I had a really hard time playing Turok.
Yeah,
it was
it
was tough for me. The controls awful, and the fact that I thought it was pretty funny because I didn't realize this until we had after we had talked about it and after I watched your gameplay. But you and I did both we did the same thing with the map, throwing the map on our screen to use as our crosshair.
Yeah,
because your arrow to show you where you are is right in the middle of the screen, and it kind of works perfectly for that.
Yeah. Otherwise, what the hell are you aiming?
Yeah. What are we doing here?
Who knows?
It's tough.
Yeah.
It's really funny to go back and play the first generation of first person shooters just to see like how really like bad they were.
Yeah, for sure.
It's kind of crazy.
I feel like that game could have been so much better.
The reboot's probably really good.
I bet. Yeah,
You looked it up, right? For Switch?
I did look it up for Switch. It was more than I was willing to pay for it, though.
Yeah, because you said you were like, if it was like $10, you would have got it.
Yeah,
But it was what, like 25 or 30 or something like that.
yeah, I think it was something like that.
Yeah, it's
more than I wanted to pay for it.
It's a little up there. I mean, wait, does it come with multiple, or does it just come with the first one?
I think it's just that one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, because the HD like remake or whatever that they came out with, that like limited run came out with, I think came with Turok 1 and 2.
Oh, maybe it did come with 2 then. I don't know.
Interesting. I'll have to look into that.
Yeah.
Number 10 for you. I'm gonna go ahead and guess.
Mm-hmm.
Is it Resident Evil 3 Nemesis?
Yo, did you see my paper?
I really didn't.
All right.
You're surprised so far.
Yeah.
Okay.
I am a little bit.
Okay. Explain about that one.
Tank controls fucking suck, and it's not that scary.
There were some jump scares, but it was a different type of scare than Silent Hill.
Yeah.
Silent Hill was overall like ambiance, like really, really creepy.
Yeah, like actually like terrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, okay, fucking you can blast some big monster through a window at me and make me go, whoa. But that's not, I don't know. That's different.
You know what? So I guess I'm surprised, even though I guessed it, I am surprised that this is lower than Turok. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I didn't hate Turok. I got used to the controls. I did.
I guess that's fair.
If I set it up like on my Xbox controller, I think I would have played like a lot more probably.
Yeah, I mean that was the only way I was able to play it. Is once I put in my Xbox One controller, I was like, okay, now we're golden.
Makes sense.
Which, by the way, Xbox 360 and Xbox One controllers are my favorite controllers of all time.
I don't think I've ever played an Xbox One controller, but yeah, 360.
That's what mine is over there. You played it for Columns 3, I think.
Oh, I did.
Yeah, it's basically the same thing.
Basically the same thing. Yeah. They're good.
Mm-hmm. What am I at? Oh, number 10 for me.
And for you,
because you just did yours.
Yes.
Number 10 for me is Bart versus the Space Mutants.
Okay.
It didn't. It wasn't. It wasn't far from the bottom. You know what I mean? But like I said, I think I did have more of a craving to go back and play that than Turok or Columns.
Okay.
Yeah.
You
could understand that.
I understand it.
You get it.
I don't
agree with me. You agree with me.
No, I don't. But okay. I get it.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna guess your number 9 now.
Yep.
Number 9 for you is Turok.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah, you got me.
Is this not as fun that I'm guessing?
No, because it's all you're not gonna have any clue after this.
You don't think?
No.
Okay.
I had so much trouble doing my own list. The bottom 4 were easy.
Oh,
the
those
top
ones
1
are easy?
was easy.
Okay.
2 through 8 was so hard
nightmare.
for me. Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of where I had a hard time too, especially the 2 through 5-ish.
Yeah. Yeah. Same.
So what is it that you liked more about Turok than Resident Evil 3? Just that you got used to the controls?
I mean, I guess so. Yeah, that had part of it had to do with that, I guess. But I don't know. That's just like, I don't know. It was more fun of a game, I think. I don't know. Nemesis, I didn't really.
You didn't like stars?
No, it was the same. Like it's just the same dude.
Over
everywhere you go. It's just how many times you gonna fucking kill that guy? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I suppose that's
I guess
fair.
he's already dead, right? He's undead. Maybe he's a zombie. I don't know, but still, I don't know. I just didn't really like the game much at all. And Turok, I feel like had so much fucking potential. If the controls were just even a little bit better, dude.
Yeah,
it would have been way up there on my list.
You surprisingly enough, you did rate Turok quite a bit higher than Resident Evil 3. Resident Evil 3 you gave a 2.5, and Turok you gave a 3.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
There were only 3 games that you rated under a 3 this season.
Oh, are they already all on my list?
Yeah.
Yeah,
for sure.
makes sense.
You haven't gone exactly the way your ratings have gone, but it's been pretty close.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah. Because like the ratings thing,
It's
sometimes
tough.
it'll look okay or sound okay, but I don't really like playing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, or else like
So
the story's really bad because it's Crazy Taxi,
right.
and it
But
kind of the
but
score
it's still
suffers
like
because of that.
yeah, but it's still super fun, and it ended up probably higher on my list than I ranked it.
Yeah, no, I get that for sure. So I just guessed your Turok, right?
Yeah.
And
That
I
was
have to
9.
give my number 9.
You do.
My number 9 might upset you a little bit.
Go ahead.
It's Road Trip Adventure.
Why? Okay. Yeah. No, I knew you didn't really like that game like I did,
It was fun.
and
It,
our guest.
it was fun. My whole thing with it is just again, I'm gonna have this problem a lot with some of the bigger games, but I'm very linear. I need a hey, go this way. Don't like any game that has me wandering around where I have to find the next mission or the next town or whatever. If I'm running
Yeah.
around for these 20-minute drives, obviously I'm being a little facetious, but um, you know, just driving around trying to find the next town, it's like that's gonna lose me a little bit.
Yeah,
So
I get that.
I will say though, the detail in that game, as far as like car bodies, was really, really good.
There's hundreds. There's got to be hundreds of them.
And they were accurate. They looked very like
Yeah.
close to the real thing.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously they didn't say what they were, but you could tell what they were if you knew anything about cars. I don't know a lot about cars, but I know enough about cars that like I could tell what most of those models were.
Yeah.
So I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I love that game, but we'll get there.
Especially since it seemed like a little bit of a low budget type of game.
Definitely.
Right?
Yeah.
I don't know. It was certainly interesting. It was one of the ones that I was really glad I played just because I'd never heard of it before. And like I said, like not that I've heard of every game ever made, but for somebody to recommend one that I've never heard of before, like there's plenty that I've heard of and never played, but I just straight up never knew that game existed.
That happens with me all the time, but you seem to know about a lot more games than I do.
Yeah, I mean, I collected pretty heavily for a while.
Yeah, that makes sense.
All right, number 8. This is where I'm going to screw it up for you.
I think so.
All right. Super Mario Land 2.
Fuck, dude. There's no way you fucking clean sweep this thing.
You did say you'd give me $2 if I did.
Yeah. I did.
Get your Venmo ready, buddy. I'm almost halfway through.
All right.
Super Mario Land 2. Why did it fall so far on your list?
It's just a platformer thing. That's not my jam.
Yeah, no, I get that. Funny enough, like my number 8 is also Super Mario Land 2.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I like platformers and I love Mario, but if there's no save point in that castle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm gonna live. I'm gonna die on that hill. Basically,
I know. That was one of the funnier phone calls I've ever received from you.
Yeah, because I mean, why wasn't there anything in that castle to kind of just? There's no checkpoint. Like, there's got to be a checkpoint in there.
Oh god, it was so funny.
That's rough, buddy.
I answer the phone. Hey man, what's up? Hey dude, did you know there's no save points in that castle at all at the end of this game?
They didn't build them. The guy who built the castle didn't put any checkpoints in it.
Right away.
Yeah, real weird. That was really, really that one was really infuriating, honestly.
It was good though. I like that game. I do. But
yeah,
I like the other ones a little better.
I mean,
the rest of these games are like good games.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think including Super Mario Land 2, they're good. Yeah,
that's why this whole 2 through 8 were like it was tough for me, man. It took me a lot longer than I thought it was going to.
Yeah, well, because I had asked you, or was it earlier today or yesterday? I was like, "You got your list done?" And you were like,
"Yesterday."
Yeah, and you were like, "Oh, no, I'm working on it right now."
Yeah,
and then I was like, "Oh, okay," because I had done mine last week, and I even did a little bit of tinkering this morning, just because I wanted to make sure that it was.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, because feelings change, right? Like we could revisit this list in a month and kind of be like, actually, I feel like playing Turok way more than Road Trip right now, or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, feelings change or whatever. But, and I don't think I'm lying when I say that Super Mario Land 2 is probably one of my favorite Game Boy games of all time.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Like I think it's up there with like Donkey Kong Land and the Pokemon games for me.
oh, it's up there with Pokemon for you.
I haven't played that many handheld games, honestly.
Wow.
That's like pretty much it.
All right. Yeah.
No, I mean
I
I've
think
played.
you're probably.
I've played a lot more. I've played like WrestleMania 2000. That's not a great game. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Like because I played the one for the N64. It's a little bit more palatable.
There was a Tony Hawk game that I remember playing, where basically you were just in a half pipe and you had to spin as many times as you get as much
Yeah,
air as you could and
no
spin as
street
many.
skating, right?
No. It was,
Graphics couldn't handle the stairs, probably.
yeah. Basically, your goal was to just land a 900.
You ever play Tiger handheld games?
No.
So it was
I don't
like
think so.
those. It was like it's like this plastic shell, and then you have buttons that either one big circle button that just says like hit or something like that, and then like diagonal buttons
Yeah.
or directional buttons. I'm sorry,
Right,
on the other side, and you could play like anything, but it was so bad. It was like. Have you ever seen like where you could play games like on a watch and it's just like the images are kind of like pre-rendered on the watch and you press up and they kind of just move to the.
No, I never
I'm gonna
had
have you watch a whole
fancy
video.
watch like that.
I'm gonna have you watch a whole video on Tiger watches and Tiger handhelds, and because I used to have
Okay.
so many of those as a kid, but that's what like a lot of Game Boy games reminded me of.
Oh, okay.
Just
Yeah.
like very minimalistic type of video games.
There was another game that I really enjoyed playing on Game Boy. It was like, I don't think it was called Cops and Robbers, but it might have been called Cops and Robbers.
Interesting. We should look it up and add it to the thing.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah, let's do that.
I think that was fun.
You think it was fun?
I think I remember it being fun, but like it was a long time ago. Maybe it's not that fun, you know?
Yeah. I really think I nailed your list. Can I just say?
Yeah, okay, let's go. What do you think? It's 7.
All right, number 7 for you.
I think you probably do know.
I think is Silent Hill. Yes?
This is crazy, man.
Let's go.
This is crazy.
Do I know you or what?
I think you do, man.
My 7 is Resident Evil 3 Nemesis.
Okay. Man.
Are you surprised it got that high?
Yeah, kind of.
See, I could revisit that one, I think. I have a lot more reason to revisit that than the other 5 so far.
Okay.
Number 1, I didn't get that very far in that game. Number 2, it's part of a very good like franchise in general.
Yeah, okay. I guess so.
So part of me would want to revisit that. And I have wanted to revisit it. Like even through the weeks of playing these other games, I'm like, oh man, I kind of want to go back and play more of Nemesis.
Wow.
Just to give it more like I guess a better chance because I felt like I didn't get to play it long enough.
Yeah.
Did I do the gameplay or did you do the gameplay for that one? Did neither of us do gameplay for that?
Maybe we didn't get any.
Interesting.
If I didn't cheat though, I wouldn't even have played as much as I did.
Yeah?
I would have ran out of ammo and been like stuck.
Oh, see, I didn't cheat and I felt like I was all right.
Yeah.
You didn't switch it to burst though. Remember you could switch the
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
where it just like fires the 3 instead of the automatic.
Yeah, you did say that. I didn't even notice you can do that.
Yeah. What's funny is DMC didn't even notice you could do that, and he's the one that suggested the game.
Oh yeah, he's like
He's the Resident Evil
super
guy.
fan, yeah.
He's still playing it.
Oh,
well,
wow.
like the series, I don't know. I don't think he's on Resident Evil 3.
Yeah, he's doing
Oh, by the way,
thing,
he's
right?
starting. This is a free plug for DMC, I guess, but I need to tell you because you're the Chrono Trigger guy. He's starting Chrono Trigger on TikTok.
Oh, I should watch that. Huh?
He's going to be playing it every Tuesday.
Okay.
On his TikTok.
All right.
Write it down.
I'll sign up.
Okay. You don't have to sign up. You just watch them. All right. What number are we on now? Number 6, right? Halfway through?
6. Yeah.
Okay.
You won't.
This one's really, really tough for me because I was between a few of them for what I thought you were going to put.
Yeah.
I landed on Turtles in Time. I got it?
Yeah, dude, you got it.
Let's go. Let's go.
Oh, man, I'm like kind of amazed over here.
So why did Turtles in Time fall so low for you?
I'm really bad at it. I think is really the main reason.
I think if you played it more, you'd be all right.
Right.
I mean, you played through the game once. We got through it.
Yeah.
You know?
We did.
You didn't die a ton.
No. But if like I tried to do that alone without you like carrying me, I would have died a million times.
I mean, potentially. Maybe.
Yeah, because I did play a little bit by myself, right?
Yeah. You did before we played together, I think, right?
Right. Yeah. It's hard, man. It's not hard. I just don't know how to play.
I mean, it's kind of simple, but like
Yeah.
I know what you're saying about throwing them into the screen
combos
and stuff.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's really.
I kind of don't even know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And I've been playing it for like 25 years. And I kind of still
Well,
don't get it.
Yeah.
I feel like it's like a rhythm and like a timing thing that it's just really, really hard for me to explain how to do.
Yeah.
You know, it's just a feeling thing. I don't know.
You just gotta feel it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like you can kind of tell like when you're about to slam the foot soldiers from side to side or throw them into the screen. It's like once the level with Shredder comes up, I'm just able to do it like nonstop. So I don't know. I
couldn't figure it out.
Yeah, I'm not even like trying to be braggadocious. I don't know how to do it.
Yeah. No, I get it.
It's weird. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did have a really, really hard time with these next few for you though.
Okay. Where are you at with 6?
You want to ask me mine? Oh, I didn't tell you
It's your
mine.
turn.
Oh,
Yeah.
mine is SSX Tricky.
Okay.
Are you surprised it fell that low, or you think that makes sense?
No, that's fair.
Okay.
I think, I don't know, SSX might have been higher on my board if the emulator didn't fuck up so much.
Yeah, I mean, you didn't like Invisible People?
No, it's kind of hard.
It is a little hard. I mean, it's nice that they have the track in the snow for that, because you can kind of see where you're at.
Yeah.
But not when you're doing tricks.
Yeah, kind of.
It doesn't work at all when you're doing tricks. Which is kind of nice that when you're doing like the trick portion, right? The one where it's only tricks, like you don't really go invisible.
Yeah, that's true.
But this
I still like doing tricks when I'm racing, though. I don't want to just like float through the air.
Right? Yeah, that's kind of lame.
You know?
Why? Because why are you playing the game?
Exactly.
Yeah. It's called Tricky, right?
Right.
Yeah, they play the song and everything.
It's not SSX racy.
No, that sounds bad though.
Sounds a little racy.
Yeah, it sounds a little, I don't know, weird. All right, number 5 for you. Cracking the top 5 right now.
You'll never get it.
I'm not gonna get it. Road Trip Adventure.
No.
Dang it! It's the first one I was wrong for. Oh man.
I went with Bully for 5.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a lot lower than I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah, I feel like I enjoyed playing the rest of these games a little bit more than that.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All right, so I know I got Bully wrong then. I had Bully slated in at number 2 for you.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I thought you really, really enjoyed that game.
I enjoyed it, but the whole time I was missing Grand Theft Auto.
I never got that vibe from it.
Really?
Yeah, it felt like 2 completely different games to me.
Oh. Yeah. No, I don't know. It kind of felt,
And like I said, I think because there wasn't like cars or anything, right? So like if there had been like cars I could get into and drive around, then maybe I would have missed that Grand Theft Auto vibe, right?
Right.
But the fact that like really all combat was hand-to-hand combat, and I felt like the hand-to-hand combat in Bully was better than in GTA, that it didn't really make me miss it.
Okay, I get it. I mean, I guess the main thing that made me miss GTA was when Act 2 or whatever, when you unlock the city.
Well, I didn't get that far, so.
Oh, you didn't even get that far?
No.
Okay, so like you can buy bikes and shit, and like there's a bike rack out in front of the school.
Yeah.
But if you don't park your bike there, you got to run all the way to the fucking city, and you got all these cars driving by you. And I just was like, why can't I just rip one of these motherfuckers out of their car and drive their car into the
transportation aspect of it is what you missed.
I think so.
Yeah.
Dude. Yeah.
Just, I mean, easy access to cars is kind of nice.
Right. And I don't know. I like guns too. They're fun.
You're going to be upset with my number 5.
Maybe I will.
Link to the Past.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Dude.
Link to the Past.
No. Redo it. No.
I don't think I can.
No,
I don't think I can, dude. I don't. Okay. This isn't to say that I didn't enjoy the game.
That's not your type of game.
Okay. It could be. I just, for whatever reason, man, I don't know why. I just couldn't get into it. I don't know why. I couldn't.
I went all in.
I know. Did you beat it?
Yeah.
I couldn't remember.
I did, yeah.
Congrats, dude. That's awesome.
Thanks.
I want to beat a Zelda game. I want to. But I also want to beat it.
That's only the second one I've ever beaten.
This is a game that I do want to go back to. Okay, I do want to go back to it more than Tricky. I want to go back to it more than Nemesis. And obviously all the other games that I've listed so far.
Mm-hmm.
But there are just some other games on here that I wanted to go back to more.
Okay, all right.
I understand. I understand the appall. Okay,
Yeah,
you're
hey,
appalled right now.
listen, I get it. I understand.
No, you don't.
They might not.
They're not going to
I get
either.
it. I get it.
Voice your displeasure with me in the comments below if you'd like.
Light them up.
Yeah, Link to the Past number 5 of these 12 games.
That's disgraceful.
Yeah, I get it. Listen, I get it. I get it. Okay, I'm wrong.
Yeah.
I'm willing to accept the fact that I'm wrong here, but
Wow.
I don't know.
I wonder. I think okay. That leaves
number 4.
All right. I think I know what your number 1 will be.
Number 4 for you.
Okay.
SSX Tricky.
Yep, you got it.
All right, back on track here.
I think you might. You're gonna get them all. You just missed one.
Well, I put a no for number 2.
Yeah, you flip flopped 2 and 5. I think.
Oh, see, I didn't know that I flip flopped them. You gave that away.
Yeah, but your list is already written down. You can't change it.
No, I'm not going to.
But I think you're gonna get them all except for those 2.
That's pretty amazing that it made it that high for you, because SSX Tricky to me was basically Season 2's equivalent to Crazy Taxi.
Yeah, I guess so.
Is it weird that
to it though?
I felt like almost all these games had sort of a Season 1 equivalent. Like to me, like Bart versus
think about that.
Bart versus the Space Mutants gave me a very Superman type of equivalent.
Yeah, and you didn't even put it at last, which is nuts.
I didn't, because I wanted to go back to it more than that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if that's weird or whatever. Shut up about it. But
okay.
Bully gave me a very Fable vibe.
Oh, okay. No, not for me.
Yeah, I got that from it a lot, just because like of how many things you could do in it, like how almost overwhelming the world is, but also like how, I don't know, it's kind of inviting the way like you can do so many things in it. I felt that way about both games.
Okay, I can see that.
All the different choices you can make and stuff like that. I like that a lot. I have to tell you mine now, right? My number 4?
Number 4.
Because it's Bully.
Okay. We're pretty close on that one.
Yeah, I thought you were going to be a lot higher on it, which is a little surprising to me.
It was fun, but again, I just felt like I was missing the murdery flair.
Had you ever played that one before?
Bully?
When you were a child?
No, never.
No.
I remember hearing about it, seeing it.
So, all right, we'll go through them after really quick, because I can't remember from episode to episode which ones you've played through and which ones you haven't. But
yeah, okay.
We're down to the top 3 now.
Top 3.
So quickly, I am going to just look at our ratings and see what our ratings say our top 3 are.
Okay.
You rated Link to the Past number 1, Turtles in Time number 2, and Bully and SSX Tricky were actually tied at a 3.8.
Wow. Okay.
In third. My top 3
that
were.
Makes sense, because of sound probably is the only thing.
My top 3 were Link to the Past, Turtles in Time, and Bully.
Okay.
So pretty interesting how both of those ended up there.
Yeah.
And I don't think it really reflects that.
No, not really.
Interesting, right?
Yeah.
My guess for you for your number 3 is Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist of the Roses.
Nailed it. Yeah.
Sick. I love this game.
I had a lot of fun playing that game.
I would for sure go back and play it, because I think that like I think it's crazy. People go through and try to collect all the cards. Like that's an aspect of the game that I didn't even really think you could play it that way.
No, I didn't ever think about that either. But I mean, it makes sense
that you would do it, right?
In like if you were talking about the real like real cards and playing the real game, sure. Yeah, collect them all, get the whole set, you know.
Well, so I looked up like how long it was to beat, and it took about 14 and a half hours or so.
That's for
the main story.
Did I play it that much?
Yeah. Yeah.
Didn't I beat it on both sides? I beat it on both sides.
Yeah, that's the main story, beating it on both sides.
Jeez, I fucking played 14 hours of that.
Yeah, I beat it too. So we played it quite a bit.
All right.
It's easier when it's on your phone though.
So easy.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can play it a lot. But the like total completion is like 70 hours
Oh shit! To
Yeah,
get everything.
to get all the cards
Wow,
and stuff.
yeah.
Probably
It's a lot of RNG too, right?
it is, but it also is. Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah.
I don't think there's not really a guaranteed way to get cards except
Yeah.
for getting them from the decks that you beat,
Right.
which
And
I think is a cool method also, but it's also RNG because it's a slot machine.
it's a slot machine, and also like if you beat them quickly,
You don't get anything.
you only get to pick from the cards that they played.
Yeah, I remember actually when I was a kid, I would wait until the good cards came out before I would attack the life points.
Oh, that's fucking smart.
Well, I was smart back then.
Yeah, I guess so.
Stupid now. Put
What?
link to the past 5.
What happened?
I don't know, man. It's just real dumb.
All right, what's your 3?
My number 3 is Silent Hill.
Oh, okay.
Loved that game. I think it helped a lot that
man.
I beat it.
Okay.
Did you think I already said it?
No, I thought yours. You were gonna put it higher than that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
After you put Zelda at 5, I thought Silent Hill was gonna be
my number 1.
Your 1, probably.
Yeah. No, it's number 3. The reason I do love Silent Hill, it's definitely one of my favorite PS1 games of all time. It's my favorite horror game of all time.
Yeah.
I think the reason why it fell to number 3 here for me instead of 1 or 2 is just because since I beat it, I don't feel the need to go back to it right away.
That makes sense.
But I do feel like it would almost be a fun thing to play Silent Hill like every Halloween.
Oh, yeah.
Like that kind of thing. Like that would be fun.
Play it up in the living room, have Liv watch.
You're sadistic and cruel. No, I will do it. I'll do it.
Yeah, do it.
It'll be fun.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it would be fun to just play like with friends, like to just try and like okay. So when I was a children, we used to like sit in my mom's living room, and for like the entire weekend, we would just play games. Like me and my friends, we would just play games and try to beat a game. Like one of my fondest memories is renting Metal Gear Solid 3, and then me and my friend would take an hour, like we would alternate hours on the game and then just beat it together.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I think doing like something like that would be kind of fun with Silent Hill.
Yeah. That would be cool.
Or doing it with like Silent Hill 2 because we haven't played that game
yet. Yeah, that would be
experiencing the fear together seems more fun.
Yeah.
Right?
I have a similar fond memory of like me and Dane played Baldur's Gate.
Okay.
Dark Alliance,
yeah.
2.
Okay.
And we stayed up. I don't know if somebody bought it or we rented it or whatever. We stayed up all fucking night because it was like it's like a couch co-op, so like you could play together.
Oh, that's cool.
It's like a top-down, kind of like a Diablo type of gameplay, I guess you would call it.
Yeah.
And that game is fucking awesome. And we beat it in one night. And his mom woke up in the morning to go to work. She was a nurse at Albany Med, so she got up super early, like 6 probably. And we were still up playing the game, and she was
livid,
so mad.
Yeah,
because we had started a second playthrough.
Save. Oh, really?
Because once you beat it once, you unlock the character Drist. I guess these guys are like pretty prevalent in like the D&D world.
Oh, okay.
Characters.
Yeah, I've never played D&D.
I didn't know that either. But there's like.
Have you ever played D&D?
I've played D&D, but like I never heard of. There's like.
Do you like it?
Like Baldur's Gate books and shit. Yes, but it's a lot.
Yeah. See, that's the thing is like, I feel like I'd like the idea of it, but then like because some people take it as far as like to actually like role playing.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, you kind of have to.
Right, and I mean like. I don't know. I don't know that I could get like that, like invested in it.
Yeah.
Like I'd be like, you're not really a dungeon master, dude. Like you're just sitting there talking funny. Like that kind of thing. And that's not to make fun of D&D guys. I just don't know if I could get into it. My imagination is shot, okay? We get this, okay? I can't follow the Zelda storyline. I'm an awful person.
Yeah. D&D stories are much longer than the Link to the Past story most of the time, you know?
For sure. All right, you're number 2. My guess here was Bully. I've gotten that wrong. It's Road Trip Adventure, which is super surprising to me.
Yeah. I fucking
That's amazing.
loved that game.
That's amazing. Jack's got to be so happy.
I loved it.
Jack is the guy who requested it. and that's got to be nice. I mean, mine. Where was it on mine? 9.
Way down there,
Put it
dude.
on
Yeah.
9. Yeah, 9.
Yeah. Well,
Um,
I'm a car guy. I like
yeah,
racing games.
that's fair.
I guess I like being able to like build my own cars.
True. You did compare this to Need for Speed Underground. That's what it was. I almost said Most Wanted.
I guess.
But yeah, you did compare it to that pretty quickly.
It's kind of like a more like, I don't know, like a kiddie version of the game.
Mm-hmm. I got a lot, like it was like a kiddie, like it felt like I was playing it like on a kid's tablet, like, or I could have been playing it on a kid's tablet.
Yeah. But then again, it had more to offer at the same time.
Oh, for sure it did. It had a ton to offer.
Yeah.
Especially, like I said, again, like what, maybe 100 or so different models of cars that you could
it had to
build.
be more than that, dude. It was
wild.
There were so many. And then like the only thing, it just didn't have like Snoop Dogg on the soundtrack. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. Fair.
Like the soundtrack was
they couldn't get license. They couldn't get the
terrible.
licensing for Snoop Dogg. No, they had like 2 songs on the radio and both were bad.
They were terrible. Yeah.
Although you did say that you had one stuck in your head for like a week.
Oh, well, because it's the only goddamn song that plays. But yeah.
And you didn't play that on your phone, right? You played it on the PC.
I played that on PC. Yeah, I played that a lot, dude. I think I almost beat it. I got pretty close. There was one more.
I think it's hilarious because I remember the text exchange when you first started playing that game. You texted me and you're like, "I feel bad, but this game's kind of weird."
It is
like you texted me that, and I was just like, "Oh," because I hadn't started playing it yet, and I was like, "Oh, really?" And you're like, "Yeah." You're like, "I'll let you know though. I'm gonna still like play it for a little bit today." And then at the end of the day, you're like, "Yo, I played it for 6 hours. I kind of love this game."
Yeah, dude. It's weird as shit at first, and then like because your car sucks so bad, I didn't realize. I didn't know if it was the controls, or if like my car was just that shitty.
But isn't that great programming?
Oh yeah.
Like it really is. When you think that the car controls so badly that you're like, "Oh, the controls suck," but then when you upgrade it, you're like, "Oh no, the controls are great. It's just realistic."
Dude, the physics of the game were actually like pretty crazy.
Yeah, that's amazing.
All those fucking side mini games and shit. Like yeah,
I never found any of those.
Oh man,
you said there was a golf one. I never found it.
There's a 9-hole golf course.
How many times did you play that?
2 or 3 probably.
Okay.
2 or 3, not too many times.
But how long did it take to complete? Is that like a 10-minute thing?
No, it's not a 10-minute thing.
It's way longer than that?
Yeah, it's probably half hour to do the whole thing. Maybe 20 minutes.
Yeah, see, dude, that's a long time. And I'm like, this doesn't progress the story. What are we doing here?
I know, but it's fun.
No, I get it. Games are supposed to be fun.
Yeah.
It's tough for me because when we're playing a game for a week, I want to get as far into the story as possible. So I want to try and like limit the side stuff, but sometimes the side stuff is the most fun stuff.
That's what I did with Bully.
Yeah, you just mainstream the storyline, right?
Because you got all those people coming up with side quests. I just ignored everyone. I was just trying to get through, you know.
I try to do that every single time I play through a Grand Theft Auto game too. I'm like, no, I'm not even paying attention to that guy because that guy I know is side stuff, and I gotta stick to this guy.
You didn't pick up hookers?
Dude, well, I mean, come on. We all have a little fun, but I'm just saying, like the mission part, I try to stay within the main storyline, but then it gets so convoluted at certain points. I'm like, I don't know which branch to take here.
Yeah, right.
And then I have like missions. That's the thing. Sometimes I hate that when there's multiple missions on the map at once. I'm like, crap, do I finish this guy or do I go to this guy next since his popped up?
Right.
Because sometimes doing a mission for one guy opens up missions for another guy because you kind of cross paths. And I'm like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, to stick with the main story, do I now go to this guy or do I finish the missions with the first guy?
For me, it would all depend on like the dialogue of how, like, does he want me to come back right away? Because I'll come back right away if he wants me to. But if you left it kind of open ended, like, I'll go see what someone else wants me to do.
Yeah. See, I always had a hard time with that, and I think that's another reason why I never finished those big open ended games like that.
Yeah.
Because I'm just like, there's too much to do. I'll just drive like normal traffic.
Obeying the stop lights and shit.
Yeah, for like 15 minutes, and then eventually I'm like, all right, let's see how many stars I can get in 10 seconds. Yeah, it's a good time. My number 2 is Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist of the Roses.
Solid.
Yeah,
solid pick.
Like I said, absolutely love that game. I probably spent over 100 hours on that game when I was a kid.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I would play it that often.
Wow, I didn't realize that. That's cool.
Played it a lot. I never got close to like having like the perfect or like all the cards or anything, but I never even tried to collect them. I just liked playing the game that much.
I think I'd only like rented it once, played it for maybe a week. I don't even think I played it that much though.
So when I would play it as a kid, my big thing was just getting onto the field with different monsters. As soon as I got another monster card, I would add it to my deck, even if it didn't belong. Right, like if I had like a certain type of deck, and I was just like I had as like a spellcaster deck or something like that. I'm like, oh, I got a dinosaur, sure, throw them in there, just because I wanted to see what everything mixed with. You know what I mean? So I would spend like an entire game just trying to fuse, and that's how I spent almost all my time playing that game when I was a kid.
That's cool. I think my problem with it when I rented it, because I actually like had a ton of cards and I was actually like playing the game with like some friends and stuff. I actually lost some cards because like I had a Saturday morning bowling league up at Hilltop.
That's cool.
And a couple times we would play after bowling and like bet cards. Like winner gets, I put a card up, winner gets all the cards everybody put up.
Yeah.
I lost some fucking pretty good cards, but like then I got the game. I was like, this isn't as good as actually playing the game, So it was just like, I don't think I've even played it that much.
I saw somebody on Twitter say, it's kind of crazy how teachers would take away our Yu-Gi-Oh cards when we're literally reading and doing math and like critically thinking.
Yeah.
Like that's all Yu-Gi-Oh is.
Right. It really is.
It's kind of funny.
Yep.
No, you can't do that in school. It's literally helping with like, anyway.
No.
You're number one. I kind of knew this from the get-go. I think I knew this from the moment we played the game, but it's Link to the Past.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like that makes a lot of sense.
I feel like I knew it was going to be my number one before I even played it.
It's a lot of hype around that one.
Yeah, but like I've always wanted to play all the way through, and I like just kind of recently played what is it?
Guitar Hero.
No, the other one.
You're doing the thing with your fingers.
They remade on Switch. That was
Link's Awakening.
Yeah, Link's Awakening. I kind of just recently played that all the way through with a guide, beat it, and I really wanted to, because that game, it looks almost exactly like this.
Yeah,
and I just
very similar.
I played this a lot of times, but I just never like committed to it and like got all the way through it.
Yeah, I needed a guide to get as far as I did.
With any Zelda game, I think most people probably.
You didn't use a guide for this, did you?
Oh yeah, I did.
Oh, did you?
No, I didn't follow it like step by step by step.
But just when you were stuck, you were like,
stuck,
"Oh, okay, that's
hey
fair."
Google, where the fuck do I go? And it usually had an answer for me.
That's great, dude.
Yeah.
My number one. Can you guess it by now?
What didn't you say yet? Ninja Turtles?
Ninja Turtles, buddy.
Nice.
Turtles in Time. This one is probably really for nostalgic reasons and like sentimental reasons. But yeah, Turtles in Time. It's one of my favorite games of all time. So I don't know how it couldn't be one of my favorite game of the season.
Yeah. Oh, you foreshadowed the whole thing.
Turtles, baby. Turtles, buddy.
Oh, dude.
Got it right here.
You foreshadowed the whole thing, and I missed it.
You missed it. It was right in front of your face. I thought your number one was Rick and Morty, but it wasn't. They don't have a game yet, right?
Justin Roiland is like making a game that's about to come out, I think, next year. But it's not a Rick and Morty game, but it's very like similar to Rick and Morty, I think.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
But no, there's no Rick and Morty game. Well, there's Pocket Mortys on your phone. It's kind of like Pokemon with Mortys.
Really?
Yeah, because there's like infinite versions of Morty in infinite universes.
Yeah. So you can just like catch them all?
Collect all the Mortys.
That's fun. Do you do that?
Like duel with them. I think I like tried it when it first came out. It wasn't like, I don't know.
Not that great.
Not that great.
All right. That's fair. All right. So quick rundown of our list here. Yaiser has Link to the Past, Road Trip Adventure, Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist of the Roses, SSX Tricky, Bully, TMNT 4, Turtles in Time, Silent Hill, Super Mario Land 2, Turok, Resident Evil 3 Nemesis, Columns 3, and Bart versus the Space Mutants. My list is Turtles in Time, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Silent Hill, Bully, Link to the Past, don't kill me, SSX Tricky, Resident Evil 3 Nemesis, Super Mario Land 2, Road Trip Adventure, Bart vs. the Space Mutants, Turok, and Columns 3.
There you go.
I think they're pretty fair.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, except for my own. But okay, so I had asked you this question before, and your original top 5. Do you remember
From season 1?
Yeah, do you remember what it is?
So I have written down here my top 4 because my top 4 from last season are all a part of my season 1, season 2 top 5.
Right. Okay. So yeah. So you had Fable, Wild Guns, Evo, Castlevania, and Stuntman as your top 5 from last year. Or from last season. Sorry.
Stuntman's gonna get bumped out.
Mm-hmm.
And all 4 of those other games are still in my top 5. Those I love all those games. And Zelda will probably come in at 2 for me, behind Fable.
Okay. So your new top 5 all time
Mm-hmm.
is Fable, Legend of Zelda, Link to the Past, Wild Guns, Evo, Castlevania.
I think so, man.
I'm very surprised that Castlevania is still there.
Yeah.
Not a game I thought you'd love.
I did love parts of it.
Fair.
The parts that were like, the only part that was shitty about it was like the super annoying parts to get through. Like this, the certain levels that were just so fucking hard. It was annoying, you know?
Yeah, I get that.
But like those boss fights, give me a hard boss fight. I'll try it 100 fucking times. I don't care. But like a hard platforming level, I don't give a shit to beat that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't care about that much.
So, all right. So my top 5
Yeah.
from last season
Okay.
was Donkey Kong Country.
Oh yeah.
Castlevania, Wild Guns, Fable, Banjo-Kazooie.
Okay.
And I think
Any of these sneak in there?
Yeah, for sure. I'm bumping out Banjo-Kazooie and Fable for sure to fit in Turtles in Time and Duels of the Roses.
Oh wow.
So where they fit in is the question, right? So Donkey Kong Country is still number 1 for me. Turtles in Time is now number 2. Castlevania's number 3. And then Duelist of the Roses is number 4. Wild Guns is number 5.
Oh man.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It is crazy.
That's cool though.
That's a lot of Super Nintendo.
That is. I'm a little baffled.
You're baffled?
That you think Duels of the Roses is better than both Wild Guns and Fable.
It's a different type of game, right? But like it's so good. I love it.
Yeah.
To me, it's like there's not a lot of games like it.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just like it's almost like the more strange and not normal, I guess it is. It's like my thing.
Yeah. All right. Well, shit.
Anyway, I have some stats here, I guess. Through the 2 seasons, we have played, from all the developers, we've played Konami games the most. We've played 4 Konami games so far: Turtles in Time, Silent Hill, Duelist of the Roses, and Castlevania. They've been pretty solid, I'd say. Next up is Nintendo. We've played Link to the Past, Super Mario Land, and Super Mario Bros. And then, as far as genre goes, we have played the action adventure genre the most, along with the platformer. We played 4 platformers and 4 action adventure games.
Okay, yeah.
Consoles. We've played quite a bit of PS2 games. We've played 6 PS2 games: Bully, Stuntman, Road Trip Adventure, Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist of the Roses, Monster Rancher 4, and SSX Tricky.
Oh wow,
that's kind of crazy.
Yeah,
like a quarter of the games that we've played have been PS2 games. The next most console is SNES. We've played 5 of them.
Okay, yeah, I was thinking that had to be second.
The oldest game that we've played so far is still Super Mario Bros., the first game we played.
That makes sense. Yeah.
And the newest game we've played so far is Bully. Came out in 2006.
Well, 2006. Wow.
Yeah.
When was Stuntman?
Stuntman came out in 2002.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yep. Our favorite year so far has been 1999. We've played 4 titles from that year: Crazy Taxi, Superman 64, Resident Evil 3, and Silent Hill. So I don't know if it's our favorite year, but we've played the most from that one. Yeah, for sure. Okay. Our favorite year is probably 92, 91 area.
All right.
Super Nintendo kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Our highest rated overall. Now this also takes into account the guest rating. Has been Link to the Past at a 94%.
Oh shit.
Our top 5 are Link to the Past, 94%. Fable was 90%. Turtles in Time was an 88%. Donkey Kong Country was an 85%, and Banjo-Kazooie was an 81%. Actually tied with Castlevania.
Banjo, huh?
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah. Pretty amazing, right?
Shout out to Haas.
Yeah, probably. The highest rated that we've given story so far has been Fable. 5s across the board.
I mean, yeah.
Second place was Link to the Past, 4.5.
I mean, yeah.
Can you guess what game got the highest rated gameplay? Because this was surprising to me.
Highest rated gameplay.
It wasn't surprising to me, I guess, because I know I gave it a 5, but I was surprised that the other 2 people gave it high scores.
You gave it a 5. So I don't know.
Turtles in Time.
Okay.
4.67 total.
Wow.
Yeah. I thought that was pretty great.
Wow, that is good.
Highest visuals was Turtles in Time at a 4.83.
Oh man, I thought it was gonna be
Donkey Kong Country.
Yeah,
that's what I thought it was gonna be.
Wow.
Highest sound. There's a tie between 3: Super Mario Bros., Castlevania, and Link to the Past. That all checks out, right?
Yeah, that checks all the boxes.
Best aged game.
Fable.
Link to the Past.
Well, that too.
Yep. Donkey Kong Country second with a 4.83, and Fable was third with a 4.67.
That's fair.
Now, which group of games would you say that you enjoyed more, season 1 or season 2?
Season 1, I think.
Yeah.
4 of my top 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
But I'm not saying we played some good games in season 2.
Mm-hmm. 8 of them were at least hard enough for you to, kind of go back and forth on.
It was really hard for me to do. Yeah, 2 through 8. It was tough. But yeah, I mean, you can't argue. I mean, my top 5, 4 of them are from season 1. I got to give it to season 1.
Makes sense. Your average score from season 2 was 3.31. Your average score from season 1 was 3.22.
I blame Superman.
Yeah, that. Superman gave it a 1. So
yeah,
I bet without that it'd be a little bit higher.
It's the only 0 I think has ever been given, right?
Did you give a 0?
I think for aged, yeah, 0.
That's rough, buddy. You did. You gave it a 0. That's good stuff, man.
Because why would you even try to go back and play it?
Right.
Unless you had to, like we did.
My season 2 scores were a little bit higher as well. 3.53 for season 2, as opposed to just 3.5 for season 1.
Gotcha.
But I mean, 3 of my top 5 were from season 1.
That's fair.
Yeah.
And I mean, Fable should be on there. So,
well,
it's like a little asterisk on that one.
It's fun to see that we like different games.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, I was pretty surprised with a little bit of your list here.
I mean, you guessed all of it almost.
See, I don't know. I think because you were saying that I was never going to guess it.
Oh.
Right? So I kind of used like, okay, I wouldn't think he would put this game this high, so I think he did. That kind of thing.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
It does make sense. And you...
I mean, I only got 2 wrong.
8 for 10, yeah.
Yeah, I'd say it's pretty good. I was pretty happy about it.
Yeah, that's not bad.
What surprised you the most on my list other than Link to the Past?
I mean, other than Link to the
You can't talk
Past.
about that one. That one's pretty obvious.
Duels of the Roses at 2 is. I mean, it's not crazy.
You had it at 3, right?
Yeah, I did. I mean, I could say Road Trip Adventure, but I get why you didn't like that game. I don't think any of this is all that surprising on your list.
Okay.
Except for Link to the Past. That's the only one.
Still top 5, buddy.
I mean, Bart vs. Space Mutants being
9
is
that's crazy to you.
Yeah, a little bit.
All right, well, get over it. Okay, it's my list.
Hey, I wasn't saying anything bad about it. You asked me.
Right. All right. Do you think in season 3 we'll play anything that'll get onto your top 5?
I hope so.
Like, that's not an immovable list for you, right?
Oh, no.
If you had to, like, are any of these games in your top 5 all time?
Hey, man, I'll give you a little spoiler.
Yeah.
Season 3, episode 1.
It might jump up there.
Maybe.
You're enjoying it, huh?
I'm liking it.
If you guys missed our last episode, we are playing Suikoden 2.
Yeah.
For the PS1.
Been playing the shit out of that game.
So Yaiser texted me and said, "Am I playing this game too much?" And this was Tuesday or Monday, I think. So only a couple days after we had recorded the show, and you had over 10 hours into it.
Yeah.
What are you at now?
I haven't played that much since.
Okay.
Maybe 11 and a half or something.
Okay. That's still good. That's 4 times as much as I played, I think.
Okay.
So that's where you're at.
Well, you got to get going. You're not going to really see much of that game.
I got to finish it.
Dude, in the playthrough that I'm in,
yeah,
I'm only like you got the whole phone screen and
yep,
it shows you that little thing.
Yeah.
I'm like this far into it. There's so much more left.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a little bit intimidating, but the goal isn't to beat the game, it's to play enough of it to gauge an opinion.
Yeah, I have an opinion on it.
That's good.
I want
to beat it.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's a great sign.
Yeah.
I had a feeling you would like this game. I had a feeling that I'm definitely enjoying it. There's some certain aspects to it that I noticed right away that I was like, oh, this is going to get a really high score. So I don't want to try and give too much away, but there's certain parts of it right away that I was just like, oh, this game is getting high scores.
Yeah.
We'll get to that
next week. Yeah.
For sure, because we will be having Ryan from Retro Game Brews on to talk about Suikoden 2 for our season 3 premiere, which I'm pretty excited for. If you guys want to support us on Patreon, again, link is in the description below. It's only $5 a month, and you get your games played a lot faster. So if you want, if you think a game that Yaiser will really like, go ahead and put it on the Patreon.
Send it.
If you're mad at me for putting Zelda at number 5 and you want us to play something terrible, then go ahead, send it.
Put it on.
For sure.
Comment your list if you've been listening all along.
Yeah, dude, do that. Do that for sure. So the 12 games we played. I want to see your list.
Yeah.
And there's got to be somebody out there that has Link to the Past at number 5.
No.
You don't think? A single person?
Not a single one.
All right. Even if you guys don't feel like, if you guys haven't played all 12 games, just put your top 3 of what we played.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just do something like that. All right. That's it for this week. And join us next week as we play Suikoden 2.
Yeah.
Adios.
Peace.